when we have the court, the court that we did that for 3 hours, that the first time wait 5 years. The baby was 6 years old. But the first time we went to the court, she was 1 year old. That she received the letter that he took her by surprise, accusing her of hitting the baby. And then he saw the baby when she was 14. That I mentioned that before in the other videos. Please, if you can listen, the other videos. So, and then what happened? My gosh, what I'm saying? And then the judge said, we're gonna have the second court when you can show everything to us. I'm sitting with my niece over here in the same chair through the Zoom. The face of the biological father through the Zoom. And my niece was like aching already, but she was calm because I was helping her, talking on her behalf. This judge, if this judge had not allowed me to speak in her behalf, today, this baby would not be alive. If we not getting the plane, the 21 June 2020, before you got in the plane, DYFS was already calling to get the baby to put it back to the pedophile again, as they did in February, 2 months after mommy hold the baby, say, please, Your Honor, do not send my baby back. And the judge says, prepare your daughter to go back to this man. I cannot describe it to you. The pain of my niece preparing this child. I saw her suffer, her crying to me, Auntie, I have to send my baby back because DYFS shows no abuse. Please, YouTube, this is a story that the world has to know. This is a child that the mother was obligated to give to this man because they believe in DYFS. They put DYFS back again. Every one of you that listen to me. 14 December 2022, after the court, the judge denied again. She coming to her home here, that 1 minute from me, that is empty, closed, without air conditioner. It's gonna get moldy because in Florida, has to have air conditioner, even in winter sometimes. With no water, that she has to come here. She don't have $1,000 to put the water back. But if she's here, they have benefits, that she's sick, she have no job, and they will help, because they helping me. Because I spend everything, I didn't have money to pay my electrical bill, because she was in a hospital there. That I had to go save her. So, the judge, again, put her in intensive care, not let she come home and make innocent this pedophile and tell that he never did nothing, that he never hurt that child. How can a judge destroy a mother's life? Just take away this child's life. The child knows she was abused. The child knows the truth. The child knows the mom is suffering. How can a judge do that? I beg this judge. I sent a message for him. Again, he blocked my number, but he did not block this phone yet. I say, Your Honor, I cannot be afraid because she can die there any day. She needs to remove her thyroid. Her daughter continue not sleeping. Her daughter lost 3 years of her life. I say, Your Honor, you have the power. Justice, please. I show him leaving messages when the court is closed. And I'm surprised that he didn't block this phone because they block my phone number. After I left 200 messages, he sent a letter from me saying I'm not part of the case. I say, yes, Your Honor, I am a part of the case. I thank you every day for me exist. Because if I do not exist, this pedophile will be raping that child as 9 years old today is still. And the mommy, I don't even know if he's still alive. Because for 3 times, the mother almost died in my arms. And the doctor say, if she wait another 5 minutes, her heart could stop. All cause about the court. The doctors in the Jersey City Medical Center Hospital saved my niece every time I took her there. Every time the baby take her there. Because I'm not there. The baby call me crying and say, Auntie, come. I'm taking mommy to the hospital. She can't breathe. That's the court doing that to her. She being humiliated. The lady, the landlord, sent a letter for her, saying to her, I'm throwing you out. Now dragging her to the court. This mother going to the court because she didn't pay the rent. Her house here empty. I pay her property tax for her. Last time, I took out my bills. I asked my brother to help me. And I pay her property tax, $3,400. Last March 2021, I showed the judge. I sent her. I say, look, my husband's sick. I'm not working for years. I can afford this, but she cannot lose her home. This judge hates me. They hate me. They want me to shut me off because I know what they're doing. I know. I'm not afraid. I know what DIFES did. They don't want me to talk. So, 14 December, when they put my niece back to the hospital, 14 December, 18 December 2022, they put it back. DIFES back in the case. They put DIFES back. My niece, a day before, I'm still there. I was there because I have to leave my husband alone. And I'm going to tell you, every time I leave him alone, when I come back, he's more sick because he don't eat in the right time. He can't cook anymore. And he gets worried and sick about what happened to the baby, to the mother, to me. In fact, he's healthy. He's had a stroke because of this 7 years ago. And now my husband is stage 4 of kidneys. That's why now I cannot go there to be with her in the court June 2. Then my brother helped many times pay the ticket for me to go. I'm sorry. I'm gonna continue. I'm just gonna have a break. Please. I know nobody wants to listen to drama. I'm going to... I'm sorry. My throat is damaged. I'm spending in his phone for 8 years. All day. Because when my niece is there, when I'm not there, I have to be in his phone almost 24 hours because I have to talk to her, comfort her. When she receives things for the court, I have to be with her in the phone, so she don't have a panic attack, because she aches when she receives things for the court. She's afraid of everything. She's afraid of them, because all they do and say, "You're not going home. He's innocent," and he's dead running free. He's waiting. He's waiting for the system law giving him information. I'm gonna tell the story about the system law. This is very important, because in my testimony, this child molester is there like this, very relaxed, laughing. When I spend 20 minutes, those 20 minutes, when I spoke about how he tortured the girl, how he molested the girl, the baby called 911, and I mentioned the details, the name of the police. He didn't say a word for 20 minutes. He objection all the time. Those 20 minutes, I caught him by surprise. He didn't expect that I would know the name of the police and about the 911 call, because unfortunately, my niece say about this 911 call. She mentioned to the judge, but he's interrupted my niece every time. And then her mind froze. And then that's why the only person this child molester afraid of me. He's not afraid of lawyers. He's not afraid because he's protected by DIFES, because they say it's no abuse. He's not afraid of anything. Every time he walk out the court, my niece go to the emergency without breathing, intensive care, the baby crying, and he's living laughing. Free man. And the judge say, the mother influenced the child. My niece, the mommy, she can even tell her own story. And she don't sleep for years. A lot of the things she don't even remember because the panic. Like in court, she do not remember. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna post here, because I asked permission for the ambulance to record it when she have a panic. Post it to you, and you're going to understand what panic the syndrome is. That this mother was writing before the court, the 23 December 2020, couple weeks before, prior this day, she was writing her speech describing how he tortured and abused her child. She was describing, writing what happened 17 November 2019, when the baby come home and say, "Mommy, he spent a long time hurting me. I begged him to stop, and he did not stop." 3 times the mommy was writing that. And she fainted on the floor like that. This was the first time I saw she had panic attacks before, but not fainting like that. I thought she would never get out of the floor. I could not grab my phone and call 911. I crossed, because there's no fence, and I crossed the yard, and I called the neighbor. And when she woke up, sitting in a chair, she don't remember nothing. I'm the one who told her what happened. This is the kind of mother, the person that the court, the DIFES, the system took advantage. And this child molester took advantage for years. So then, DIFES come back to the case 18 December 2022, after she spent 3 days in intensive care, after the judge, that I wish I tell his name, but I cannot, right? This judge, my God, they humiliating me. They hate me for the almost 3 years We walk in a court, driving 2 hours, and when I open my mouth, the chamber, the secretary called the police to throw me out. They didn't throw me out because I say, please, don't do that. My niece cannot have a panic attack here alone here. I have the video that I'm talking about. I beg the 2 judges to see the video, to understand what panic syndrome means, of fear of them. And that every time she have a panic attack, her heart can stop. They never saw anything. Her house was damaged by the hurricane. They didn't want to see pictures, nothing. They didn't care. They didn't care to see the videos. The baby screaming every time the mom have to send it to this man. The doctors, they never subpoena the doctors that didn't wrote molest, they didn't give a report. They never did nothing. The lawyer, for 1 year, didn't put me as a witness. Of course, she knew if she sit me there as a witness and let me say the whole story, the court will be done. Because the man has nothing. I told the lawyer, this man has nothing. He never went to the hospital. He never paid for anything. He paid the child support just when she goes to do relocation. Now he's doing. And but we don't need his child support. He owe this baby her life. They scar forever. He has to pay in jail. And that has to pay in jail, and the money that has to pay this child and this mother is millions and millions. It's her life. This child is scarred forever. She's going to carry this for the rest of her life. This mother lost her health, all her money. So the judge thinks this man is a father. And she cannot have any help. She asked the city to pay the rent. The city say, we cannot help you because you have child support. She have to beg them. I cannot go to the street. And they say until August, we're going to pay your rent. Because I took her to the Jersey City court. And I begged them, please, help her. But they didn't let me speak. But I sit with her there. And the social worker did application for her. And they told her it's going to help her until August. She has to come home. Every day that she's in New Jersey, she can have a heart attack or a stroke. In this child losing her life. She do not learn. She don't know how to write yet. She knows how to read because she learned here in Florida. But she's still behind. Years behind. What else? I have so much to say. Helping me. I do not know how to make a reporter. Come here. Please. You that listen to me. I'm going because I don't know. I'm afraid. I need the YouTube leave my videos. I need the American to look at these videos. Everyone, the whole world listen to this story. Please. This is injustice. I have to give up my life. I have to leave my husband alone for 8 years. My house is falling apart. I don't have money to fix my pool because I spent all my savings because I could not lay my head in a pillow and let my little grandniece continue to be raped by the father. While the only brother of my niece My only nephew. Not my only nephew. Only brother. I have many nieces and nephews that I help, all of them. They don't even remember I exist. But I did it. My 2 brothers was murdered in Brazil. And I brought each one of them here. I help most of them. And unfortunately, your own blood can be your worst enemy. I never thought in my life that the son of my brother, that my brother now is us today, that turned this monster. He married a woman that turned him a monster. He changed his sister and his little niece for her. I begged him to tell the police what this man did to his niece. He didn't. And if you hear any negative comment about me, because it's accomplices, because my niece, this child, could be saved before I'm the only one that gave up my life, leaving my husband here alone to go help my niece to save her daughter, which took 5 years because life is like to the judges, and I had to wait 1 judge let me speak without tell the mother to formulate questions, without accept the objections, because the father, the biological father, did not have time to think, because for 5 years he got used to interrupt my niece calling her crazy. This is a record, which I hope the court give my niece each CD, because we have some, but some of them they not giving to her. This is not right, because she was in justice, and my niece have panic syndrome. She do not remember what happened in court, and she have a right to have this. This court from Newton did not give her. They charge $15 for each CD. Thank God that I have, that my niece told me, Auntie, you saved this with your life, because if I die in New Jersey, I want my daughter, when she grow up, listen and know what they did to me, and know how I fought for her. And I am afraid for my little niece's life, because this child molester knows that in New Jersey has no one that her own brother and the grandmother, my niece's mother and the brother, the child grandmother and uncle, never report this man. He used this in court, in my testimony, that I will tell you detail by detail how this court system is insane, what they did. Instead, I asked a question to him. He asked me questions, 3 questions. I think I said that before in my videos, but I'm gonna say again and again, because I don't know if you that listen to me now is gonna listen all the videos. So this man say to me, why her brother is not here? Question me. After I quiet him for 20 minutes, that's the only 20 minutes, I think it was 20 minutes, that he didn't say a word when I was describing to this judge how he molested and tortured this baby. But I could not say not even 30%. I took all my reminders. I want to show the judge everything I saw. She accepted each objection by him. When I say I have a proof that the sister-in-law is his informer, let me tell, because I know her. I know what she did. Brainwash the child. Try to brainwash my niece. Not try. She took you to the church. Take you to the Catholic church. Taking her to the whole church. Using religion